Can you believe it, babe? After 7 long years, you're finally going to graduate college with a doctorate. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Allie. I know, it's kinda surreal. I can't actually believe that all my hard work is finally paying off and I'm actually gonna be able to graduate. I've been looking forward to this date for ages.
I know, I have as well.
I bet I know why you've been looking forward to me finally graduating.
Yeah, I promised that I wouldn't mention anything about our wedding until you graduated, and, well, guess what? You're graduating! So I can now go on full bride mode and finally get started on planning our wedding. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know. I am too. Feels nice to actually start living our lives. I'm sorry I made you wait so long to get married, though. I know you would have done it ages ago if you could have.
It's okay. It made sense that you finished college first before we started planning our wedding. You needed to be able to concentrate on your assignments and work there. Now we can actually have the wedding we want without having to worry about you failing any tests or anything. LOL.
That is one of the things I'm most grateful for. No more tests. I mean, apart from all the tests I'll have to administer on my patients, but hey, at least I don't have to take them.
So, when is your graduation ceremony anyway?
Oh, I think it's sometime in July? How come?
Oh, well, I wanted to make sure that I could book the day off of work so that I could come and see you walk across that stage and get your diploma. It's one of the most important days in your life, after all.
Oh, wow. I'd love for you to be there if you could. I'll give you the official date once I know it.
Of course I'll be there. I can't let my husband-to-be graduate without cheering him on.
By cheering, you mean silently waving or at most clapping along with the rest of the crowd?
Nope, I mean cheering loudly and proudly like a crazed fangirl.
Oh, joy.
You know you love it. Anyway, do you know how many people can come and watch you graduate? Like, is there a set amount or can anyone come?
I'm not sure. I think there might be a limited amount of free tickets available per graduate, but I think there are tickets that can be bought as well. How come?
Well, my dad said that he'd like to come and cheer you on as well. He likes you, in the short amount of time that you've seen each other, and he wanted to see you graduate too. I mean, you're going to be his son-in-law soon enough.
Oh, wow, that's really cool of him.
Yeah, it is quite sweet. Secretly, I think he just wants to get onto the campus and have a look around for himself to see what all the big fuss is about, and whether or not he missed out on anything. LOL.
Huh? What do you mean missed out on anything?
Oh yeah, you don't know. My dad didn't go to college.
What?
Yeah, he kind of skipped that whole thing and went straight to work. I think by going to your graduation, he just wants to snoop about the place and see what all of the hype is about. Honestly, I don't think he really missed much. At least not for him anyway.
So, your dad doesn't have a college degree?
We...
That's kinda, I don't know, pathetic?
Excuse you?
Well, I just mean that anyone who wants a job worth anything needs a college degree. Otherwise, you just end up a loser in a dead-end job with no chance to move anywhere or further your career. Only the dumbest or laziest don't go to college.
Wow, are you really saying that my dad is either dumb or lazy because he didn't go to college?
Well, I don't know. Maybe? I mean, he seems like a reasonable guy, so I just don't get why he didn't go to college. It's not that hard to get into one if you actually try, and if you have even a little bit of smarts about you.
Billy, I'm going to have to go now because if I don't, I'm going to end up yelling at you. A lot.
What? Simply because I'm telling the truth? I'm sorry if you don't like it, but it's a fact. Only those who go to college can achieve anything in life. Those who don't are the bottom of society and don't deserve to get anything more than minimum wage. If they're not willing to put in the effort to learn and better themselves, then they shouldn't be paid any more than that.
Where has all of this come from? I never knew that you were so elitist.
It's not elitist to be smart or to want to do well in life.
No, but it is elitist when you spout off rubbish like you just did. Saying that people shouldn't be able to earn above minimum wage if they haven't been to college is ridiculous. There are so many people in the world, successful people, who haven't been to college, and they are doing better than most. Going to college isn't the be-all or end-all of someone's life.
College is the best way to determine someone's worth and value in life. If they don't go to college, whether through choice or because they simply can't afford it, it doesn't matter. They simply aren't meant to climb higher in society. And I would happily see to it that they don't.
So basically, you'd purposefully keep my dad in a rubbish job, even if he proved that he was able to handle things that were way above his pay grade, simply because he didn't go to college?
Look, it's not fair to use your dad as an example, but if you want me to be truthful, then yes. If he hasn't been to college, then he doesn't deserve to earn more than minimum wage. I would keep him in a lower position just to make sure he and others like him knew this.
Oh boy. So, I guess I should tell him not to bother going to your graduation then. You wouldn't want a loser like him to show up and embarrass you. Not to mention he should probably send your graduation present back. A poor and dumb person like him simply couldn't get you anything useful.
I know you're just being facetious at the minute, but yeah, I don't really want your dad there now. All of my friends would just make fun of me if he was there.
Uh-huh. Of course they would. Well, fine. I'll tell him. I hope it's worth it. I've got to go now. Talk to you later.
Yeah, sure.
So, I've sorted out the florist for our wedding. She's really nice and she has the best flowers in town, including the ones that I love the most. So, that's one thing that we can check off our wedding list. Oh, and I've lined up a cake tasting at a local bakery for this Sunday, so make sure you're free for then. And I've also got to arrange a date to go looking for wedding dresses. Ah, this is so exciting.
Yeah, it sure is.
Is everything all right, Billy? You're not getting cold feet already, are you? LOL.
Actually,
What's up?
look, Alexis, you're a cool girl and all, and we've had a lot of fun. And at one point, I really did think that I could see us spending the rest of our lives together. But over the last few weeks, I don't know. I've started to feel a bit differently.
What are you saying?
It's just, if I'm gonna be with someone and possibly build a future and have kids with them, I want to make sure that it's the best possible future that I can have. I want my wife to be from a smart family so that any kids we have can be smart and driven too. With your dad not going to college, it's just got me thinking that maybe you're not the girl for me. I don't want to risk having dumb or lazy children who don't go to college to get a good job like they should. Like me.
Are you actually saying what I think you're saying right now? You're dumping me? Right as I'm planning our wedding, you're going to dump me?
Dumping sounds kind of harsh. Maybe you just say, like, we've grown apart and we're going our separate ways?
All of this simply because you couldn't get over the simple fact that my dad didn't go to college?
It's important to me.
Clearly. In fact, it's so important that you're going to leave me over it. Well, fine. If that's how you feel, then you can go and find some snooty elitist girl to look down your nose at everything with. In fact, I'm glad. If this is the kind of person that you truly are, then I think I've actually dodged a bullet with you.
I didn't want us to end on bad terms.
You don't get to decide how I feel or what kind of terms we end on. You want to go and be with some boring college girl? Then fine. Go be with one. I'll find someone much more deserving of my love. Someone who isn't so up their own butt.
Alexis.
Have a nice life.
Alexis. Alexis, please answer me. I know it's been a little while, but I really need to talk to you right now.
What do you want, Billy?
How could you not tell me?
Tell you what?
Maybe the fact of who your dad actually is?
What about it?
Alexis, your dad is the owner of the local hospital? How could you not tell me that he was so important and clever and high up in society? When you said that he hadn't been to college, you made it sound like he was lazy or dumb. But that can't be true if he's the owner of the hospital.
I never said that he was any of those things. You assumed he was and never gave me a chance to actually explain the situation.
But how's that possible?
Because my dad's a genius. He didn't need to go to college because he was smart enough to skip it. He was given an honorary college degree so that he could become a doctor, but he didn't actually have to go there and attend the lessons. That's why he was curious about what it looked like.
I can't believe it. Why didn't you tell me?
Because I wanted you to be with me for me, not because of who my dad is.
Well, this changes everything. We can definitely get married now.
Whoa, hold up. What are you on about?
Getting married, it was what we planned to do?
Yeah, that was before you showed me what you were actually like. Now I don't want anything to do with you.
But we would be good together. Don't you think?
I did once. Not anymore. Not after what you did.
What?
I told my dad what you said, and he couldn't have been more disappointed in you if he had tried. So, even if I wanted to marry you, which I don't, there's no way my dad would allow it to happen anymore. He wouldn't want me to be with someone so low class and lazy that they couldn't even be bothered to look past their ridiculous preconceptions to entertain the possibility that perhaps college isn't for everyone, and people can still make their way in life without it.
Well, can you at least put in a good word for me so that I can get hired at the hospital? There are only so many positions available, and I really want one.
Yeah, not happening.
What? Why not?
Well, surely you're smart enough and driven enough to get one of those spots all by yourself. After all, you have been to college.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. I didn't mean anything by what I said.
You meant enough, and I don't want to be associated with someone who thinks they're so much better than everyone else. I'd much rather be with someone who's kind and caring and loves me more than anything, even if he hasn't been to college. Anyway, after telling my dad what you said and did, it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't hire you simply on principle alone.
You mean I've been blacklisted?
I don't know, maybe. That's up to my dad. I mean, you did insult his intelligence and motivation as well. He doesn't take too kindly to that.
Tell him I'm sorry, that I didn't mean any of it. It was just a joke.
Sorry, but you're going to have to deal with the consequences of your terrible attitude all by yourself. For a college-educated guy, you really aren't that smart. Anyway, I've got things to do, so I'm going to go now. Have a nice life. I hope you find that college-educated girl you've been wanting. Bye.
No, wait, Alexis, please.
After that, I never really spoke to Billy again. I saw him around town every now and then, but I never went out of my way to talk to him. The last I heard, he applied for a job at my dad's hospital, but even though my dad didn't personally stop him, as he's too professional for that, Billy still wasn't able to get the job as he was beaten out by other, more intelligent and capable people. Looks like going to college wasn't enough to lead him to the life that he wanted. Some people do well in college and are able to graduate and get the job that they want, whilst other people might find that an alternative route is better for them. Either way doesn't make anyone less or more than anyone else. Everyone is different, so follow your own path.